Success is a decision, but failure? That's a habit, one you've been tricked into repeating. You weren't born to be average. You were trained for it. Let's test it. You go to school. You're told what to think. You get a job. You survive but never thrive. You chase weekends like they're freedom, then wonder why Monday feels like a prison sentence. What if I told you this was all by design? They built a system, you just didn't realize you were the product. School taught obedience, not ambition. You were trained to follow, not to lead. They taught you to raise your hand, not your standards. The illusion of safety. Go to college, get a job, retire at 65. Then you live? But by then, your youth is gone, your health is fading, and your dreams are dusty in a corner you stopped visiting. If the system worked, everyone who followed it would be rich and fulfilled. So why are most people broke, tired, and unhappy? You didn't fail the system. The system was never built for you to win. The real dropout is the one who graduates from their dreams. The enemy isn't failure. It's comfort disguised as success. These are the invisible enemies keeping people stuck. Not laziness. It's fear of being exposed. You delay your goals not because they're hard, but because chasing them means confronting who you are right now. You say you'll start Monday. The calendar says it's Monday. You say next Monday. That's not planning. That's professional postponement. Waiting for the perfect moment is how people end up with a perfect regret. The right time doesn't exist. You create momentum by moving before you're ready. Success rewards action, not accuracy. You're not scared to fail. You're scared of what people will think when you do. Are you living to impress the people who wouldn't come to your funeral? Netflix, DoorDash, TikTok. You're numbing your pain instead of fixing your path. Comfort zones are like warm baths. Stay too long and you drown in your own mediocrity. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're casting your vote for the version of you that never makes it. The system isn't broken. It was built this way. Let's go deeper. School trains you to memorize, not think. Work trains you to obey, not create. Society trains you to conform, not lead. You were programmed from age 5 to retire by 65. But what if you only needed 5 years to buy your freedom? Wake, commute, work, commute, eat, scroll, sleep, repeat. You're not living, you're scheduled. Most people don't need an alarm clock, they need a wake-up call. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not unmotivated. You've just been trained to play small every single day. But now, we unplug you from that. The old story is dead. You don't need permission to rise, you just need a decision. And that's where we go next. Success starts when you stop blaming and start building. Most people live on autopilot, waiting for a savior, waiting for the economy to change, waiting for a raise, waiting for motivation to magically show up. But waiting is a luxury the broke can't afford. You were never stuck. You were just waiting for someone else to make a move. But you're the move. Nobody is coming. Not your boss, not your parents, not the government. Your success is 100% your responsibility. Radical ownership means this: if your life sucks, it's your fault. But if it's going to be great, that's also your fault. When you finally own everything, your mistakes, your failures, your potential, nobody can take success from you. But even with ownership, if your beliefs are broken, your results will be too. The most expensive thing in the world is a poor belief system. Let's be real. Most people aren't being held back by circumstance. They're being strangled by their thoughts. I'm not smart enough. I can learn anything. I don't have time. I don't make time. I wasn't born rich. Perfect. That means I have the hunger they never had. Your brain's been running outdated software. Time for an upgrade to version 10x daily affirmations that challenge doubt. Visualization of the future self. The anti-loser checklist. No more blaming, no more comparing, no more hiding, no more waiting. Most people treat self-doubt like a family member. They invite it in, feed it snacks, and let it sleep on the couch. You don't get what you want. You get what you believe you deserve. But even when your mind is ready, your environment can still poison your progress. You can't change your life with the same people who complain about theirs. The people around you are either expanding your vision or dragging you back to average. Most people sabotage success because their circle is allergic to ambition. You don't need better friends. You need a better future, and then align with people who want that too. Find mentors online, YouTube, books, podcasts. Cut the low-energy group chats. Spend more time alone building than socializing with mediocrity. You're not antisocial. You're anti-stupid conversations. That's growth. If they only talk about people, not ideas, they're not a mastermind, they're a gossip hotline. Surround yourself with people who treat growth like a religion, not a hobby. You now own your choices. You've reprogrammed your mind. You've upgraded your environment. You're not the same person who started this video. You're now a weapon, but weapons still need a mission. Now it's time to build something real. Wealth, purpose, power, let's climb. You don't need motivation. You need a mission. They wake up reacting, not creating. No vision equals no fire. If you don't define your dream, someone will rent your time to build theirs. Step 1. Write your anti-life, what you refuse to settle for. Step 2. Define the 10-year royal life vision. Step 3. Reverse engineer it into yearly, monthly, and weekly goals. You can't live a legendary life with a casual plan. Vision without strategy is hallucination. Let's get tactical. Success without wealth is just stress with a nice caption. We're not talking about Lambos for clout. We're talking freedom, ownership, and empire building. Poor thinking. Rich thinking. How do I save? How do I earn and multiply? Money is scarce. Money is abundant. I can't afford that. How can I afford that? Job security? Asset security. Start small with skill stacking. Copywriting, editing, AI tools, sales, design, coding. Pick one skill. Solve a problem. Monetize it. The first $100 online will teach you more than any degree ever could. The broke trade time. The wealthy trade value. Money is only step 1. Now let's talk about multiplying it. You only escape the rat race by building your own race. Here we teach them how to set up real leverage. Freelancing, high-ticket services. Agency use AI tools to boost output. Build cash flow first, YouTube, faceless channels, TikTok. Long-form build audience, sell digital product, affiliate offers. In the attention economy, silence is poverty. Online courses, ebooks. Absolutely, Rian. Let's now complete Act 3, the climb for your faceless YouTube video. Success is a choice, but most people choose failure. Taking viewers from cash flow to empire building with momentum, urgency, and cliffhangers. Once built, they sell 24/7. Bundle products, upsell, add urgency with limited time bonuses, market through email and short-form content, build once, sell forever. If it doesn't scale, it won't set you free. Automate fulfillment with Zapier, Gumroad, ChatGPT agents, Stripe. Use CRMs and email sequences to keep selling while you sleep. Delegate repeatable tasks. Fiverr, Upwork, interns, AI bots. You don't get rich by working more. You get rich by removing yourself from the process. Now that the money's flowing, what do the rich really do next? Let's talk wealth elevation. Working for money makes you a living. Making money work for you builds your legacy. This is where we shift from income to wealth elevation. How the rich turn $10,000 into $100,000 into millions. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities drain it. Ask, will this make me richer in 6 months? Examples: high-yield stocks, REITs, crypto with caution, websites, digital businesses, ad-driven blogs, real estate with cash flow, Airbnb arbitrage, rental income. Use compound interest to your advantage. Invest early. Stay consistent. Study the wealth triangle: cash flow, scalable offer, investments. The rich don't chase fast money. They build machines that print forever. Set up LLCs, get business credit, open tax-advantaged accounts. Learn the game of taxes, not to avoid them, but to play smart. Wealthy people buy insurance for assets, health, and legacy. Build skills, launch offers, systematize, invest profits, scale through content, repeat, elevate. At first you build the machine, then the machine builds your lifestyle. Most people work 40 years for a lifestyle they hate, but if you build right, you can live in abundance for the rest of your life by building for just a few. You've escaped the matrix, built your ladder, multiplied your money, but there's still one final battle, and most people lose it badly. In the final act, we'll uncover what really separates the legends from the average: legacy, power, and inner peace. Don't miss it. From success to significance. The final boss isn't money, it's meaning. This is where we evolve from wealth to wisdom, from chasing success to becoming unforgettable. Because the goal was never just riches. It was freedom, impact, and immortality through influence. Success without a soul is still failure. They chased a lifestyle, not a mission. Built wealth, but not wholeness. Traded 9 to 5 for 24/7 hustle. Forgot who they were trying to become. Start asking, how can I serve with this wealth? Impact greater than impress. Use your platform to elevate others. Mentor, donate, empower. Purpose gives profit its followers. Create a why wall. Photos, quotes, visions of people you're helping. Give away 10% of your time or money to lift someone behind you. Build with the end in mind. Who do you want to be remembered as? But what if the world tries to pull you back? What if comfort seduces you again? That's where warriors are separated from kings. Comfort is the silent killer of greatness. The success trap. Get money. Get lazy, get attention, start coasting. Think you've made it. Start dying inside, build new mountains to climb, create painful accountability, mentors, public goals, contracts. Focus on mastery, not maintenance. You're not done when you win. You're done when you stop evolving. This is not about fame. It's about eternal relevance. You came to this earth not just to win, but to shift history. What immortals do differently. They document their journey, books, content, videos. They build systems that outlive them. Businesses, brands, teachings. They inspire leaders, not just followers. What do you want the world to remember about your character? Who did you lift when you didn't have to? What system or lesson can you leave that keeps helping others long after you're gone? Start a foundation or scholarship. Publish your frameworks and systems. Mentor 3 people deeply. Let your mind echo through theirs. Your true net worth is the number of lives you improve with your existence. Most people are born looking like their parents, but they die looking like their choices. Success was always a choice. You just had to stop choosing failure. So now it's your turn. Choose hunger. Choose ownership. Choose excellence, choose royalty, and build a life that echoes in eternity.